Everyone tells you to build multiple income streams. Almost nobody tells you the right order to do it in, why most people fail trying, and what the one thing is you have to get right before layering anything new on top of what you already have. People try to build 5 streams simultaneously, burn out in 60 days, and do all 5 poorly. That's not the strategy. The right way to build multiple income streams is sequential, intentional, and built on a specific hierarchy. That's what this video is about. Welcome to Off Clock Hustle. Multiple income streams has become one of the most repeated phrases in personal finance and side hustle content. And like most phrases that get repeated constantly, it gets misapplied constantly. The fantasy version. You have 5 passive income streams all running simultaneously, money coming in from everywhere, financial freedom achieved on autopilot. The reality most people experience. They start 3 to 5 things at once, get overwhelmed trying to manage all of them, don't execute any of them well, and end up with 5 weak streams instead of 1 strong one. The right approach to building multiple income streams is sequential. It builds on a specific hierarchy, and it starts by understanding why the order matters as much as the streams themselves. Let's get into it. Not all income streams are equal in terms of how much capital, skill, time, or audience they require to produce meaningful results. The hierarchy matters because each level of income stream has different prerequisites. Foundation income is your primary income source, the job or business that pays your core bills and keeps you stable. This has to be solid before adding anything else makes financial sense. If you're currently stressed about foundation income, inconsistent work, insufficient earnings, job instability, the priority is usually fixing that first, not adding side hustles to patch the gap. A weak foundation makes everything you build on top of it unstable. Supplemental active income is a side hustle requiring your direct time, service business work, gig jobs, freelancing with a skill you already have. This is where most people should start, and it's the right starting point for good reason. It generates predictable income with a predictable input. You work a specific number of hours, you get paid a specific amount. No audience required, no capital required. Start almost immediately. Productized income is when you've packaged your knowledge, skills, or content into something that sells without your direct time on each individual sale. A digital product, a course, an ebook, an affiliate content channel. This type of income requires an audience, people who know and trust you, to sell to consistently. That's why it follows supplemental active income rather than preceding it. You build the audience while your active income pays your bills. Passive income is the category most people want first. Dividend stocks, rental income, content royalties, automated systems that earn while you sleep. This is genuinely real, but it requires capital or a large, engaged audience to access. You don't build passive income from nothing. You build it with the surplus generated by the levels before it. It comes last for most people, not first. The mistake that trips everyone up, trying to build passive income before having the capital or the audience it requires. Understanding the hierarchy solves this problem. Before adding any income stream, take an honest look at your current primary income situation. Is your main income stable and growing? Are your skills in demand and your job relatively secure? If yes, great foundation, ready to build on it. If you're underpaid relative to your skills and your market, if your industry is contracting, if you're in a role that's easily replaceable, the highest leverage move might actually be addressing the foundation directly, rather than adding side streams to a weak base. A skilled tradesperson, an experienced nurse, a software developer, an accountant, these are people with strong foundation income. The supplemental streams they add accelerate genuine wealth building because the base is solid. Someone in a low-skill role who keeps adding side hustles without developing marketable skills is renting an apartment on sand. Both pillars matter. When you're ready to add income, add one specific thing, not 3 things simultaneously. One thing. Choose based on your skills, your available hours, your local market, and the realistic income potential. Service businesses are excellent first supplemental streams, specifically because they generate meaningful income relatively quickly without significant upfront capital. Cleaning, lawn care, pressure washing, handyman work, freelancing with a professional skill, Pick the one that fits your situation best and build it to $500 to $1,000 per month before considering adding anything else. The critical mindset shift in Phase 2: treat the supplemental income as investment capital, not lifestyle money. Every dollar you make above your basic living expenses from the side hustle goes into funding Phase 3 and Phase 4. People who increase their lifestyle spending proportionally to each income increase never accumulate the capital that enables the later phases. Save the income from your supplemental stream with a purpose. The transition from trading time for money to income that scales beyond your personal hours requires an audience. A group of people who follow you, trust you, and are interested in your perspective on something specific. An audience turns your knowledge into leverage. You build an audience by creating content. One platform, one niche, consistent output over time. YouTube videos, Instagram posts, a newsletter, a podcast. The platform matters less than the consistency and the niche focus. Pick the format that fits your strengths and your target audience's habits, then post consistently for a long enough time to let compounding work. When your audience reaches critical mass, even a few thousand genuinely engaged followers who trust your expertise, you can launch digital products and generate what I call productized income. Your product earns while you're sleeping, working your day job, or spending time with your family. It's working without you being present. And your audience is the engine that drives sales. The honest timeline: 6 to 18 months of consistent content creation before significant productized income flows for most creators. That's why Phase 3 is funded by the cash flow from Phase 2, not the other way around. Phase 2 pays your bills while you plant Phase 3 seeds. Real passive income, dividends, real estate cash flow, index fund returns, requires capital to generate. That capital comes from the surplus of your foundation income, your supplemental income, and eventually your productized income, invested consistently over time. The simple version of this phase: take a consistent amount each month, even $300 to $500, from your total income surplus and invest it into a low-cost S&P 500 index fund in a Roth IRA or brokerage account. Don't try to time the market. Don't overthink it. Just invest consistently and let decades of compounding do the work. The people who start this in their 30s and maintain it are often in a fundamentally different financial position by their 40s and 50s. The ones who keep saying they'll start when they have more to invest often never start. Start now with what you have. The amount matters less than the consistency and the timeline. A final point worth saying explicitly: the reason most people fail at building multiple income streams isn't motivation. It's execution sequence. Running at 110% capacity indefinitely, trying to maintain 5 streams simultaneously, is how burnout happens. And once burnout hits, nothing gets maintained. Multiple streams only work sustainably if at least some of them require progressively less from you. Over time. Your goal architecture should be: 1 reliable stream that covers your bills, 1 stream generating surplus capital, and 1 stream earning meaningfully without your direct time on every dollar. 3 streams, each in the right phase, sustainable long-term. Not 5 streams all at maximum effort simultaneously. 1 strong stream that you can maintain over years beats 5 weak streams that collapse when you get tired. Multiple income streams done right. Foundation first, then 1 supplemental active stream that generates capital, then build an audience and productize with that capital and time, then build passive income with the accumulated surplus. Build them sequentially. Don't skip phases. Don't run 5 things simultaneously before any of them is working. The discipline to be patient with this sequence is exactly what separates the people who actually build real financial resilience from the ones who are always starting something new and never finishing anything. This is the part nobody talks about. Building multiple income streams is as much a psychological challenge as a tactical one. FOMO on other opportunities. When you're 3 months into building your digital product business and you see someone making money on YouTube or flipping cars, the temptation to pivot is real. Resist it. Every new direction is a restart. The compound growth you're building on the current path doesn't transfer. The comparison trap. You'll see other people further along their journey and feel like you're behind. you're not behind. You're at the exact point in the process you've reached, given when you started. The relevant comparison is you versus where you were 6 months ago, not you versus someone who started 2 years earlier. Inconsistency during good times. People grind when things are slow. When the day job gets demanding or life gets busy, the side streams fall off. This is where the compounding breaks. Build systems that require minimum maintenance rather than systems that depend on daily effort, and the streams survive your inconsistent periods. Underestimating how long it takes. A year into building a digital product business or affiliate site, many people feel like they should be further than they are. The timeline is almost always longer than expected. Accepting this upfront prevents the disappointment that causes people to quit just before the momentum kicks in. The people who successfully build multiple income streams are not the most talented. They're the most patient and the most consistent. Those qualities can be developed. They're not innate. Decide to be the person who doesn't quit, and you've solved the hardest part of this entire process. Where are you in this hierarchy right now? Foundation, supplemental, productized, or passive? Drop it in the comments and let me know what phase you're currently working. Subscribe for more practical income building content. See you next time. Script 028, Off Clock Hustle, multiple income streams.